Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Space 1999. It's time for episode 21. I hope you're all doing really well. Okay, the last episode was absolutely wonderful. I had a great time and the general consensus from you guys was that you agreed. It's a popular one and I'm not shocked by it. I just think it was a bit of a a refresher episode. It just felt like, okay, we've got something new. It just felt, I don't know, I just said, didn't I? It felt refreshing. It just felt like the repetition that I'd kind of felt with the show had just gone for that one episode. So I'm hoping that we can just keep going like this because it was really great. If you're new here, my name is Marie-Clare. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe I'm nearly done with series 1. I'm excited. I obviously hear from you guys your opinions, and season 2 is just not something that a few of you talk positively about, which it actually excites me a bit because I think I'm someone who I don't think I'm someone who fits the grain. Like, I'm kind of hoping that means that I really like series 2. And I'm intrigued about characters. Are we going to lose anyone? Are we just going to be doing the same premise for the entirety of another series? Because that feels quite a lot. It feels like a big job to do this all again for a whole other series. Would we not run out of ideas? I don't know. But I'm excited for series 2 and just to kind of see if there's a different feel about it. I also don't know the difference in years between series 1 and series 2, so feel free to let me know. I'll stop talking. Let's go. I will say that every time I go to play Space 1999, I do play the Blake 7 theme tune in my head. So I need to sort that out.
Paul? Paul? Paul?
What's happening?
I don't know. It's not a practical joke, but something very interesting. Do you see anything?
No. But someone or something is trying to talk to us.
Commander, it is coming from somewhere along coordinate line 397.
Carol, see what computer makes of it. Alan, you and Eagle crew on standby. Yes.
It's not gonna let us get away.
Do you know what? You know something's going to happen to the Eagle.
Hope it has a pretty face.
When they don't send Alan. If Alan's in there, I know he's going to be okay.
Eagle 1 to main mission. Commander, it's
like a giant space anemone.
Eagle 1. Commander?
Commander, it's incredible.
Outside temperature's increasing.
I don't like it.
Like a hostage situation. They've got people to bargain with.
What the hell was that? Meteorite. It's gone through.
Was that the Eagle? Koenig doesn't send Alan out because we've got to, like, Alan's a key part of the team / the show.
Right, Alan.
So we can't risk losing Alan. So poor Kelly.
We had to turn the gravity control right down to get it in here at all.
How dense? How
It's
heavy?
got to be the Eagle.
Finding out right now. Constituent elements: titanium, stainless steel, aluminium, glass, carbon fibers, plastics, nuclear fuel cells, and a small amount of human tissue.
Human tissue.
We found Eagle 1.
Kelly, I'm not receiving you. Kelly, are you receiving me?
His brain activity is phenomenal, but his breathing is back to normal.
His heart and lungs
I
have
thought he was
adjusted to what's
dead.
going on inside of his brain.
The question is, what is going on inside it?
He's trying to communicate again, John.
Like, obviously, there's only a certain amount of time that they'll be in that orbit. So it's almost like, can they hold on enough until they're out of orbit? Does that make sense?
Coming from the same area in space and reaching computer via Kelly's brain.
Kelly, I want to talk to you.
I mean, he could actually press the buttons. That would help it look a bit more realistic. Maybe they'll kill him if he's not transmitting information, because then they don't need him.
Whatever that is out there, it's crushed Eagle 1. It's done something to Kelly, and through him taken over computing.
By my calculations, we shall be at the spot where Eagle 1 disappeared in 46 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to orbit, like, past it, not
So we're back
towards
to
it.
the old.
Destruct mechanism set for 1845.
By that time, the ship should be locked on target, and nothing will be able to divert it.
Well, I feel a lot happier now we've done something.
Foam.
Yeah? That's what it looks like.
It's also what the pilot saw. Where did it come from?
It's the same material we found encrusted onto Eagle 1. It's reverted back to its original form.
I think it's trying to find out if we can change course now.
Right!
John, if we're going to save Kelly, I think our only chance is to restart computer.
Whatever that thing is, maybe, just maybe it's trying to help us.
Help us to avoid a collision that'll destroy Alpha. Symbiosis. I don't think you should be doing this, John.
I know what I'm doing.
I've experienced it myself during advanced psychoanalysis. That was under very different conditions. To link you and Kelly electronically at this
Kelly's
point...
mind is connected in some way to this thing. We can't be absolutely sure that your mind won't be affected in the same way.
We've got to do it, Victor.
It's a living organism. Like a brain. Pulsating with life.
Hurtling towards that brain is our moon. Now, the Eagle was just a fragment, so the brain surrounded it with antibodies and rejected it.
Now, the plan is to increase the moon's rate of spin by providing a series of forces at tangents to its axis. This will give the moon an eccentric rotation and cause it to curve away from the center of the brain.
So I guess
Remote controlled Eagle, now heading back for Alpha.
Eagle 1 approaching the brain,
What's its position?
the brain
Approximately
couldn't help but hurt it.
halfway between the moon and
That's
the brain.
why it's trying to save the moon.
Kelly!
Commander, trouble. There's a fault on the onboard computer. What kind of trouble? Everything's gone dead. Which means it's locked on a course which will bring it down right in the center of Moonbase Alpha. Docking complete. I'm going to defuse the nuclear charges now. Nuclear charges diffused. I'm trying to alter the course of the remote-controlled Eagle so that it misses Alpha.
I can't divert it!
Stand by strike. Strike at Pack 4.
Imagine seeing that in space. But then I guess imagine seeing a moving moon.
Attention, all Alpha personnel. This is Commander John Koenig. We're about to enter the area of the space brain.
And as a result, we are faced with a grave crisis. It is my belief that we will survive. Good luck to you all.
I'm not clever enough to understand what doing the pressure is. How increasing the pressure changes the course.
Dr. Russell, I need help.
Helena! Don't go! Helena! Commander!
Oh,
Mom, get out of here! Come on! Helena! Out!
John, we can't leave Kelly!
Victor! It's a burst of medical. Atmosphere pressure holding. As soon as I'm clear, seal the bulkheads.
There are still men coming from the generator section.
my gosh. This must be so fun to film. That's so much foam. Oh.
Sandra, work up there on panel 4. Go ahead.
Section D under severe stress.
Interesting they've got shelters as well.
All right, visors down. Helena, get upstairs to the balcony. Go on, quickly. You too, Sandra.
Stopped. John?
Imagine the cleanup.
Stopped. You can't assume the responsibility for Kelly's death no more than we can assume the responsibility for the death of that cosmic intelligence. Now, yes, we've lost Kelly. But think of those other worlds out there that depended on that brain.
I had a great time. And actually, oh, bit of fluff. What saved that for me was that ending. How many times have I said that I like things to feel like things really are, like they're not going to survive. I want to feel the fear. And I think a lot of the time with the episodes, it's just not, I've not believed that something could seriously happen. And obviously there is the element of, I know the series continues, so I know nothing's going to happen. But that for me was the first time, if not one of the first times, when I felt like they pushed it that next level by having the foam come into the base. And I don't think I was saying much because I was actually shocked by how much they had. I just thought the foam would be on the outside and then something would happen and they moved on. But actually seeing the foam consuming the base and people having to go to the shelters, which I don't know where the shelters are, but they've obviously got some form of protection there, and seeing it in the control room, and they weren't just doing a little bit of foam, they filled that set. I really, really respected that, and I really liked it because we were at, we were kind of at death's door with it, and that for me just made it brilliant. And seeing them leave Kelly, again, seeing the reality of being in that situation, and you can't save everyone. There was something quite haunting about just seeing him being covered by the foam. And I'm really, really happy that they pushed through with that ending and didn't just do like I don't know, they could have opted out of that. I've never wanted to see a behind the scenes of an episode so much in my life because that's a lot of foam. There must be like specialised foam machines or something. Yeah, I would love to have been there on set, but I can imagine the cleanup wasn't fun. I liked that we had the brain, and again, it just felt like something a little bit different. Yeah, I do think I much prefer it when we stay on the base rather than going to these like alien planets. I don't know why. maybe it's just become a bit of a comfort, but I had a great time with that episode. Not as much as the last episode, but obviously when an episode comes after a favourite, typically it's just not that good, but I thought that would be up there with one of my favourites. I think, again, because of the ending. I really respect that they pushed the boundary a bit. So let me know your thoughts, any facts or anything about the foam, and I will see you very soon for episode 22.